Hi there, this is a review on how to make a perfect paint job flawlessly with the Maxi-miser 3000. I'm going to show you step by step how to paint a beautiful finish with this vehicle that I have right beside me. It's a 1989 Fox body Mustang. We're going to do a two-tone paint job, but before we get started I wanted to show you guys what comes with the Maxi-miser 3000, and we're going to plug it in, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to show you what this machine does. I have not turned it on yet. It's brand new. I just pulled it out of the box. I have sprayed a car with the Power 5 from Apollo sprayers. It did the trick. It sprayed the car. It doesn't have the PSI for the clear coats that I want. It is a very powerful 5-stage turbine unit, but this is a dual turbine, so this has dual turbine motors. This one will kick the pants off of any other turbine unit in the industry. This is strictly for automotive, for your aviation and for your boating, anything that you want to spray with automotive finishing. This will atomize your paint beautifully. You will have no problems with your atomization turning out like glass. So let's get started. I wanted to show you what the guns and everything, how everything looks like, and the stuff that you get with the Maxi-miser 3000. Because I know there's a lot of people wondering what you get with the Maxi-miser 3000. You do not get none of this. These are add-on. So I have bought a black clear coat. This one is for like a 0.5 tip. I know a lot of people would laugh at me and say there would be no material coming out of that gun if you used a 0.5. I would say you're wrong. The way that turbines work is that they force the air with the CFM. You'll have 60 plus CFM, and this machine will go up to 10 PSI. And I will show you how this spray gun actually gets the pressure it needs through this turbine unit to spray the beautiful finish you want. So anyway, okay, you get 37 feet of hose. Okay, you see this weird looking hose, and I want to show you this. This is the cool stuff I love about the Apollo sprayers. Okay, this is, they give you 4 feet of this flexi hose. This is so you could basically wrap this around your hand if you wanted to. So it's very easy to spray with. Move the camera back a pinch. So it comes with easy connect couplers, super easy to use, flex tube. Okay, you get 4 feet of flex. Then it goes into a nice rubber hose. Very nice. Look at those ends. High quality. And you can buy all these hoses all day long. So you can get a 24 foot, a 37 foot, and you could probably even get longer, or you could connect them together. And then at the end that hooks into the turbine is a thick rubber hose that hooks into your main hose. So you get 37 feet of air hose. So this has a little dock on the back of the machine. We'll set the air hose on there. You don't need it on the table no more. Okay, the guns that you get. Remember, you do not get these, but these are a bunch of add-on parts that I have bought for my Power 5 unit. So I've bought a 0.8, or a 1.8, a 1.3, a 1.0, and this is the 0.5. This is for clear coat when you're doing very small touch-up areas, door jams, tight areas that you don't want to goose too much material. You'll use the black cap. You can buy different caps through the finish store, or you could go through maxi-miser.com and maybe talk to John, and he can get you lined up. So you can buy all the needles and the tips. And then here's the first gun. So it comes every single gun comes with its own case. So this is the black handled gun. This gun right here is for your clear coat. This is the clear coat gun. So you're wondering what the heck this is. This is your pressure valve. This goes to your cup to put the pressure to atomize your paint, because you're going to actually put 22 to 23 psi at the bottom inlet, and you're going to gain another 10 psi through the cup. That's how it gets pressurized, so it will atomize beautifully. So here's what the cap looks like, and all these guns have a 0.8 millimeter tip inside. I know a lot of people, automotive paint stores, will laugh at me, but I had a 1.3 in my gun, and it sprayed so much material you will dump a gallon in a matter of minutes. So every gun comes with a new seal for your cup. Comes with oil, because you always want to grease your guns. You always want to lubricate right in this joint. So you got a joint right here, and then you have one right here, and you should always lube after cleaning and before you put up your gun. So this clear coat gun has a bottom tube, so you can actually put a bottom cup on here, or you could have the gravity feed, or you can have a pressure pot that you can plug right into this spot, and you can put the cap right in the top. So it comes with the oil that you need for every gun. Comes with a check valve for your pressure unit. That's so the air stays consistently going into the cup and not back through the gun. You always want to have this check valve. It comes with extra check valves in every case, plus the oil. And it comes with a wrench in every case, and that's your wrench for your nozzle. Your nozzle right here. It goes right down on this bad boy. Bam. And you always want to tighten the top of your cup with the wrench. You never want to just hand tighten. That'll ruin it. So that's why it's valuable to always keep your wrench. And it has a screwdriver end. I use that to pop the can of material I'm using sometimes. They all come with a brush. So you can make sure when you're cleaning out, you always want to take all your cap off. You want to take your needle out, your fluid tip, and take your this is your fan. So it has a fan. It's built right on here. So this is where your fan is. This is your fluid, and it has no air pressure because these turbine units, you can adjust them. I do have a fan on my gold gun, and I will show you that here in a minute. So it always has a brush. Make sure you always clean inside your gun proper. John has some videos on how to take apart the guns and how to clean them. You can watch his videos. I just want to go over all the basics on all these guns. So here's the second gun. This is the gray handled gun. This will be your primer gun. So just the same, has an 0.8 millimeter tip fluid nozzle, and it's built the same way. So you have your fan adjustment right here. It's got your pressure, it's got your fluid. So it comes all with the same, with the B, with a high solid. That's with the HS. So they all come with the same. Comes with your oil, comes with another check valve, and the screw to put back in this hole, which you need this pressure line. But if you decided you wanted to cap it off, it does come with the screw. Another brush to clean. So remember, primer gun, this was your clear coat gun. Now I want to show you the base coat gun. Base coat gun is green. The same thing. Has the 0.8 millimeter fluid tip and nozzle. It has the B high solid cap. Same thing here. Your fan adjustment, and it tells you right there a positive to go that way or a negative to get your fan to go skinny, or you want to put your fan out fat. But look at these guns. They do not have the bottom feed. So the primer gun and the base coat gun do not have that. They are very light handled. Before I put it all away, so it comes with the oil, and remember, make sure you put oil right by the trigger. So it comes with another check valve and your screw. Now here is the cups. So it comes with a pressure lined lid. So see here your seal goes all the way around here. You have an extra one on every gun. So here's your cap. It's basically like a valve that you would have, a quick disconnect, but I don't think it's quick disconnect. I'm not going to pull on it, but it looks like kind of like what they use for airbags. So it has your check valve built into this with your airline. And see this little guy? This little guy is to easy twist and disconnect. So you can set your cap to the side when you're filling, and you can leave this plugged into your gun. So if this guy's still plugged into your gun. And it comes with a 600cc cup. It's nice stainless steel. I mean, they're built really well. Apollo sprayers did not go cheap on their material. And the good thing about these spray guns, they do not have a lot of working parts inside, so you don't have a lot of packings and a lot of problems and a lot of things that will go wrong with these guns. There's not a lot that will go wrong. So you want to take your gun, and you always want to use the wrench. Don't just hand tighten it. That will ruin the cup, because then you will split the seal right here. You can see there's like where the two pieces come together. All guns are going to have this. You can actually strain the metal right here and ruin it. That's why it has a wrench. So you just want to tighten it. Bam, your gun's ready to go. So you can easily put your cap on. And so you got your pressure line. And you just want to plug your pressure line right into this little guy right here. Get her in there. And then you take these two, and you just a screw, and you just tighten it, and bam, you're done. You're ready to go. You're ready to spray. That's how these guns look. Okay, that's the green one. So we'll set this one to the side. This is your base coat gun. So remember how they all look. I'll set this one on the docking station on the Apollo. So remember, you can get all the caps, all the tips for your spray guns through the finish store. You can call up Apollo sprayers. They sell all the stuff that you need for your maxi-miser 3000, your maxi-miser 1000, or your maxi-miser 2000. Okay, this stuff right here, I wanted to show you. This is my spray gun I bought when I bought my Power 5. This is they do not have this gun no more. It's pretty cool. It's gold. But this was their 50-year anniversary, and Apollo Sprayer has been around since 1966, so that's 53 years that they've been around, and they've not changed their name. There's been Apollo Sprayers. It says right here, Apollo sprayers, HVLP. And then Vista, California. And they've been in the same location for a very long time. So this is my gold one. I have the same cap, the same nozzle, everything in this gun. But the only thing different, you see something different? It has the PPS system. And I wanted to let you guys know that you can buy the PPS system. You can buy the air valve if you decided that you wanted to check, mess with the effects of your spray gun. You can buy this through thefinishstore.com. And there's another thing that you can do is you can, this is actually what goes on the back of this gun is a cap. Okay, there's a little plug right here. You can see this, and this plug goes right here, right where this guy goes. So you could actually undo this, and you could actually undo the bottom here and put the cap on the bottom. So you're going to say, where's your air going to come in through? And so if you just wanted to dispose of this, they have this little guy right here. You can buy this. Has a part number right there. You can buy this through the Finish store, and this is an air hose valve fitting that you can actually replace this. You can have the air come right up the gun with your arm if you decided you do not like the air coming through the bottom outlet. You can go through the back side of the gun. So that is a very cool option. I bought that just so I have that. So the PPS systems, I wanted to show you the PPS systems. Very cool, very awesome. Okay, so it's got a screw lid. It's got a cap or a lid and a liner. And so here is your PPS cup. So you realize it has the pressure unit. It has a little air relief valve, so you get no more than 10 psi running in the cup. There will be no more than 10, or it will come out this little valve in the back. This little valve right here will release the air after 10 psi. So you can buy this cup and the lids through, and the adapter. And the adapter you can see right here. I'll show you. It's 34. That's the number. So that's the adapter that you need for the Apollo Sprayers HVLP turbine spray gun. So you could go down to your local automotive paint stores. They do sell, this is the 28 ounce cup. They do sell a 6 ounce cup for touch-up. So you just drop your liner in there, just like that. You throw your material in there, put your lid on, put your cap on. I know you guys probably seen 100 videos on how to do this, but I just wanted to show you it's possible, because I've seen people asking, can you get the PPS system with the turbine spray unit? And I've seen even comments saying, no, you can't. No, you can. They sell them. See, it's right here. Thefinishstore.com. You can buy the pressurized 3M PPS cup system. You can buy the lids and liners if you can't get them locally through the Finish store. So, like I said, bam. When you're ready to take your cup off, what I do is I flip it upside down. I release the pressure after I undo the gun, shut the machine off, and then I will pull the hose so it starts releasing pressure. I turn, I pull real lightly. Don't want to yank, just in case if there was material in there. You pop the lid off, take the lid and liner, you throw that in the garbage. You come back, you grab a new lid and liner, you drop your new liner in there, you got a brand new lid, you take your lid, on, material in the gun, you're ready to be spraying. So they do have the PPS systems for the Apollo sprayers. So don't think that they don't, they do. So that's what it looks like. You get the 6 ounce or the 28 ounce cup. And a cool thing I wanted to show you too, so after that's already done, easy, remember, release the fluid, let it dump back in, and say that you're leaving and you needed to go somewhere for a while. Well, they have the little caps, and you just throw the cap in there, bam. And you got a little cap, plugs it. You can always take this out. What I've done is I've got like a little 32 ounce cup, like a PPG mixing cup, and just slide this bad boy in the cup, and you're ready for when you want to take it back out, slide it back in your cup, and you're ready to spray again. So that's the cool thing about the PPS systems. And when I ordered the Maxi-miser 3000, I was telling them I was putting it in a paint booth, so they sold me a little paint booth kit. So you can get this kit too. Get a hold of Johnny, or you get a hold of Sally or John, and they'll hook you up. They'll get you what you want, they'll get you on the road, and get you what you needed. So here's the plug-in for the Apollo sprayers. I put this plug-in on it because that's what I'm running for my 240 volt. This is a 240 volt unit. And I wanted to show you guys that I have the Power 5 that I want to show you what I've sprayed my Pontiac with. This little guy right here painted my Pontiac. It turned out very nice. I had to put a little elbow grease on getting some of the orange peel out of the clear coat, because this just does not have enough PSI for clear coat. So save your money, buy a maxi-miser. At least the maxi-miser 1. You could buy the maxi-miser 2000 or the maxi-miser 3000. I would go with the maxi-miser 3000. You can paint full cars, full speed, beautiful finishes. With the maxi-miser 2000 and 3000, or 2000 and 1000, you can spray beautiful finishes too. But you're going to spray just pieces and parts. You're not going to spray the whole car. It's not meant for that. That's a single turbine unit is right here. This is a good unit. This, if you want to buy something that you're just spraying household stuff, wood, buy one of these. Great machine. Awesome. I would buy another one of those. Those are awesome. So you can buy the lids and liners. I buy them in a box, okay? You get a whole box of them. You get 25 liners, 25 lids, and I think you get like 10 caps. So you can cap off all your, in which you won't use all the caps, and you could just keep moving the caps over every time. So what I wanted to show you guys, you can save money with a turbine. I will show you the Pontiac. I put 2 solid coats, 3 solid clear coats. That car looks very nice. I took it to car shows. People were drooling. Lots of women were drooling all over it. I will show you how much paint I have used. This is Diamond. This is very good high quality RM paint. So I used this paint. I painted the car twice. I painted it one time. When I sealed the car, I used a 1.3 tip, just like every automotive paint store tells you to use. It sprayed way too much, too fast, too quick. I had lumpy, bumpy paint. And it was not from the turbine. It was from the tip that I had that was recommended from the automotive paint stores, automotive shops around town. Every turbine will be different. So this turbine, for automotive paint, a 0.8 tip is the very best tip. you're going to paint small panels, the 0.5 for clear coat, only for clear coat, works very well. I use the 0.5 clear for the clear coat with the black CC, that means clear coat, high solid cap I used. And that car turned out very nicely. But I want to do show quality cars. I bought the Maxi-miser 3000. Besides that, I want to show you how much paint I used on this car to paint the whole car. The first time I painted the car, I used the whole gallon. Every last bit of that gallon. I had probably half a cup, maybe a cup of already mixed paint that was already diluted with reducer. So I maybe had 1 full cup of paint. So I painted my car one more time. I wet sanded the whole car, got all the orange peel out of it. I reshot the car, used 2 coats, 2 good solid coats on that car, 3 solid coats of clear. I painted, the first time I only shot the car. The second time I painted under the hood and the door jambs plus the whole car. I want to show you how much paint I used. The first time I did not paint the door jambs or under the hood, and I used a whole gallon. This go around, I didn't even use half of this gallon. This is a proven fact that you will save money. I have saved money, and I know you can save money. Look how much paint is left in that gallon. So, you see it there? That's how much paint is in there. Out of there. So there's at least this much. So that's over half. So if you look here, half is about right here. I mean, this thing was full to the brim. I used to about here to paint my car. I know for a fact that turbines will spray beautifully. But this smaller turbines do not have the power you need to push high velocity materials. You will have, it will churn out killer. So I just wanted to show you how much paint I used. I wanted to show you the PPS systems. I have a voltmeter here. I wanted to show you the voltmeter because this thing right here, I just want to let everybody know. Everybody should buy one of these if you're dealing with anything electrical in your house or your garage, because you want to make sure when you spend a lot of money that you're not going out throwing your money out the window by buying something that you're going to plug in and you didn't have your electrician or whatnot hook up correctly, and you have too low volts or too many volts. So I wired this up right here. This is the plug that I'm going to use, and I just have it plugged into, I have it going around, you can see it fishing, and I got it going around by where I'm painting. So I wanted to show everybody before we get going how this thing works, what this looks like. I'm pretty sure you've seen one of these little guys. So we want to be at 240 volt. So 240 volt to make sure that we're running properly. So when we plug this machine in, we do not burn it up. And it does not matter what side of plug-in you're on when you're running with the 240, because both sides are hot. Make sure you have your ground. So that is the first proper thing, to make sure that everything is set up correctly. So I have that plugged in just like that. I'm going to go over here. So we're going to plug this guy in here in a minute. Hit my breaker on, and then we'll be ready to roll. Breaker's on. And what do we got? 240. Let me make sure this is correct. I'll unplug. I'll plug back in. 240. So unplug, plug, unplug, plug. So we got 240 volts. We need to make sure we have 240. So remember, this machine right here runs off 240 volts. See that? 240 volts. And it says 13 amp cycles. I have a 30 amp breaker hooked to this. So now we know what we're working with. What I always say, I'm going to take this guy and plug it in. I just have this extension cord made. It has a 6'2" wire. It's only 25 feet. Should be well thick enough for what I'm doing. So here we go. Just plug the machine in. And remember, when you plug this machine in, you need back pressure. It does not work well without back pressure. So comes with this cap that I've already installed on the back, but because this needs back pressure, it comes with a plug, which I would plug this in, so when you have it plugged into your booth wall, that it's straight plugged into your booth and not getting dirt into your turbine. That's one thing you do not want, dirt in your turbine. So we'll get some hose. So thick rubber end that goes in here, that dissipates the heat, because this hose does get a little warm, but by the time that it comes out your air end, it's cool air. It's nice cool air, not hot, not cold, just how you want it when you paint. Alright guys, here we go. Want to turn this thing on. Remember, it's the Maxi-miser 3000. So I'm going to turn this sucker on. Got my spray gun right here. Got it plugged in. Had to turn it around from where I was over here. So I got it plugged in. So you got a cooling fan there. You got an air filter, another air filter. LCD screen, you get another cooling fan, you get another air filter. So she's plugged in, ready, plugged in down there. So it says no hours, brand new. So remember, in the manual, you always want to read the manual, and everything you buy, it says let it warm up 10 or 5 to 10 minutes. So it's not going to run correctly for about 5 to 10 minutes. So once this thing warms up, we should be getting accurate readings. So we'll fluctuate a little bit until it warms up. This thing is super quiet too. This is not loud. Most air compressors and stuff, I have to yell. And you wouldn't even hear me right now talking. This is no mic or nothing, this is just open. It goes all the way up to 10. I wouldn't recommend that. It needs to warm up, so it to 4 and then let it warm up. So it's pretty consistent right there. See, once you hit the trigger. Remember, before you use these guns, you should always run some cleaner through them, because they're going to have some packing oil from the factory to keep them lubricated from parts corroding or anything. This thing is small enough you could fit in a closet. So it has an idle mode, so if you're not pulling the trigger, it'll automatically go into idle. See, it says idle, but it's still at what you want. You just barely hit that trigger and see it automatically kick right back up. But it's not even warm yet. It's only been on for about 3 minutes. So remember, it says don't paint for about 5 to 10 minutes. Because it's going to fluctuate a little bit until it warms up. But it's the moment, see, it might fluctuate, but the moment you pull the trigger, it stops. That thing goes up. You don't want to go that high though. There's no reason for none of that nonsense. You only need about 8, maybe a little bit above 8, but not much, you know. And you always want to set your pressure with the trigger pulled and never while it's just idling or whatever it's doing. You don't want to do that. You always want to pull the trigger and then set your dial. You never want to set it while the trigger's up. So you can see how the trigger's light and then it takes a little bit more to get past that, because this first little part's just air. You see how that thing goes right to where you want it? It might fluctuate a little bit. This thing is not all the way warmed up yet. If I give it another 5 minutes, this thing will be fully warm. And don't be afraid of your machine to just go out and tinker with it. You know, try different settings, try different pressures. And remember, this is a dual turbine motor. So this will have the pressure that you will need to maximize your atomization for your high velocity materials. And that's what we look at when we're trying to spray automotive paint. And I've spent a lot of money on paint, and I've thrown a lot of money out the window over the years on buying expensive paint that I end up getting contaminants, oil, crud, water, moisture in my paint because of my desiccant dryer system just ran out of life. They just can't handle my dirty air compressor. And even though that I bought the air compressor a couple years ago, it's still going to be dirty air. This puts out warm, clean, non-polluted air. You can have the air that you want at the settings and the PSIs you want. So remember, this might say only 10 PSI, but by the time that it gets into this gun, it's gonna pressurize with the pressurized cap that you have, or the cup that you have on here. It's gonna be a nice pressurized unit. And I want to show everybody step by step here in the next little while. I want to see how many people I can get thumbs up and how many people want to subscribe to my YouTube page and that want to see a step-by-step video on painting this 89 Fox Body GT Mustang that I'm going to paint. I'm going to go from here up, charcoal silver, from here down, dark blue. I've already painted the door jambs with the Power 5. Like I said, the clear coat just did not turn out the way I wanted to, and so I bought the Maxi-miser 3000 that's actually developed, manufactured for automotive finishing. So remember, when you're not in use, you don't have to worry about your turbine burning up or taking a crap, or you have to run over there and shut it off. This has an idle mode. It automatically turns into idle. Now watch this. All I have to do is barely hit this, automatically kicks right back on. What a beautiful unit. You have any problems with this unit, you can send this back to Apollo Sprayers. That guy will fix your sprayer, build your sprayer. So the manufacturer is the guy that builds them. So you will have confidence in your Apollo sprayers when you send it to Vista, California, to John Derrick and his team to get it manufactured, that this machine will be up to par the way you want it. So remember, it comes with the air hose, the block off valve, your 37 feet of air hose, Maxi-miser 3000, comes with 3 spray guns, base coat gun, clear coat gun, primer gun. I'm pretty sure you could just ask them and see if they'll just throw in this kit right here. This is for your paint booth. That's so you don't have to have another air hose. This is an airline, so it could drop, you know, so you can run your line higher up from the floor, so you don't have to have your airline on the floor. You got your cap that you can plug right in there, so you don't have to worry about anything, any dirt getting into your air gun or into your turbine, into your air hose. You can buy all the caps, tips, nozzle needles, everything you want. You can go to the finishstore.com. I know it looks like a wood automotive paint store, but they have all the stuff that you need through the Finish store. So Hollow Sprayers, Vista, California. Been around since 1966. It's where I got the green machine. It's a very good unit, but you need a dual turbine motor like the Maxi-miser 3000 when you're gonna go paint whole cars. And so I want to see how many people that want to see this machine and me spray this car. I want to see how many thumbs up and how many subscribers I can get. And I'm not here to make money or here to gain subscribers. I'm just here to show you guys there's alternative ways to painting cars than having a 80-gallon, 2-stage, double hammy air compressor with all your desiccant dryers, your masses of loads of air hose line that you're gonna need, your expensive spray guns. All that stuff adds up. You can buy this one complete unit. Comes with 37 feet of hose, comes with your block-off valve, has a dock for all your spray guns. So if you want to be a portable unit, you want to do automotive painting on the go, a mobile paint shop, this is the unit to buy right here. I bought this unit and I'm going to be painting this Fox body Mustang step by step, and I want to show you guys how glossy a paint job can turn out, and I want to show you how we can adjust this machine to run the way we want it to and spray the materials how we like them to be sprayed through a turbine setup. Don't be discouraged over a turbine. Turbines are the best solution for a big humongous air compressor, all the air hose, desiccant systems. When you live in a small area, or say you want to go to mobile painting, you cannot, you can install that in a big old trailer or whatnot, but this unit you can put in a small closet. You don't even have to have your air line hose. You can disconnect right here. This pipe will come out, so you do not have to have your dock for your air hose. But it's a good, it's a good handle. Plus, it holds your air hose for mobile use. It's got solid tires. You don't have to worry about these suckers breaking. So the intake fan, so it's sucking in air here. To cool it down, so you got your intake fans, and then you got your intake, and then all your air comes out these louvers. So this is your exhaust. Your exhaust is the louvers. You got your fans for the cooling. You got your good clean filtration. So they come with like K&N style filters. So you just make sure that these are clean all the time. Do not put your spray unit in the paint booth you're painting in. Very bad idea. You will not be disappointed with the Apollo sprayers. Do you have any problem with these? You send it in, they'll have this thing back to you in a matter of days. You'll be back on to the next project. I guarantee it. So this is how the unit works. Remember, it's 1/10 of a PSI. Getting pretty warmed up now. And remember, these lines right here don't mean nothing, okay? So those are just telling you it's going from high to low. So never think that these marks actually mean 8 PSI or 7 PSI or whatever. You just have to move this dial slow. And to get it accurate, you gotta kind of get it where you want, but remember, you never set it right there. You always pull the trigger, because then you'll be more out to have a solid number. See how solid these numbers are with the gun pulled? And see, once I let off, it'll fluctuate a second, but it's right on to where I want it every time. Base coat gun right here. We're gonna shoot this. So we're gonna seal it with sealer. I got epoxy sealer. And then we're going to put our base coat on. I'm still debating if I wanted to do a silver pin stripe in between, which I will spray that first if I do that. So I'll have a pin line of a silver in between the charcoal gray and the blue. A high build urethane, or we could even go thicker and get like some feather fill and spray on here, which this machine will spray feather fill. That machine will not spray feather fill. It will choke. It will puke. But you need to make sure you get the tips you need. And remember, the tips for automotive conventional spray guns are going to be a lot bigger than what you're going to use for this spray gun. Alright, that about wraps up this video. You guys let me know what you want to know about this machine. I want to let you know what you want to know about this machine. I'm going to learn with you. So I guess I will be your guinea pig. You let me know, and I will put the video on and show you guys what this Apollo sprayers can do. Alright, later.